Hello and welcome to 1 Minute Theatre Reviews. I'm Paul Seven Lewis. This is the Minerva Theatre at Chichester and I'm here to review the Beauty Queen of Leenane. We've come to know Martin McDonagh very well over the last 25 years. Revivals of his plays, The Cripple of Inishmaan with Daniel Radcliffe and The Lieutenant of Inishmore with Aidan Turner were West End triumphs that have really cemented his playwriting reputation. But there have been other hits like Hangmen and A Very, Very, Very Dark Matter. And then there is films, In Bruges and Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, and others. I guess you either love him or hate him, but personally I love him for his unpredictable storytelling, his humorous dialogue and the sudden violent shocks. And it's all here in his first play, The Beauty Queen of Leenane, revived here in a co-production by Chichester Festival Theatre and the Lyric Hammersmith. The play centres on the relationship between 70-year-old Mag, played by Ingrid Craigie, and her 40-year-old daughter and carer, Maureen, played by Orla Fitzgerald. The pair of them isolated in a rundown Irish village back in the 1990s. They only have each other, and this dependency has led to a toxic, indeed abusive relationship in which each torments the other in small, sometimes significant ways. Mag empties her chamber pot into the kitchen sink each morning to the annoyance of her daughter. Maureen only buys biscuits that she knows her mother dislikes. It reminded me of the codependent parent-child relationship that formed the heart of Steptoe and Son, if you remember that TV sitcom. Max schemes to undermine Maureen in order to keep her at home, destroying important notes and letters. The mentally unstable daughter, having apparently sacrificed her life to perform her filial duty, crosses from care to cruelty. The relationship is dark, sinister even, but the interplay between them is also very amusing. Both actors convince in the ease of their conversation, which sounds like they've been having the same exchanges for the last 20 years, much like in a Beckett or Pinter play. I particularly enjoyed the animation and look of secret triumph that Ingrid Craigie gave as Mag when she had secret knowledge about the truth of a situation and mischievously led on Maureen in her lie about it. And Orla Fitzgerald was tremendous whenever she tried to lord it over her mother, stepping out with hips swaying. The codependency is threatened when Pato appears on the scene. Although a local, he's also an outsider, having emigrated to London. And England is always seen as a malign influence in this play. The place that has destroyed Ireland and continues to ruin this village. It's a relationship perhaps not dissimilar to that of Mag and Maureen. Anyway, this outsider forms a liaison with Maureen, whom he calls his beauty queen, and threatens to take her away to the promised land of America. But not if Mag has anything to do with it. A violent and unhappy end seems inevitable. And Adam Best is very moving as Pato, a sad, lonely man isolated by his Irish village origins in the prejudiced and dangerous world of English building sites. At the beginning of Act 2, he writes a letter to Maureen about his life and dreams that is truly heartbreaking. The fourth member of the cast is Kwaku Fortune, who convincingly portrays Pato's brother Ray. His main role is that of a miserable messenger, but in his short scenes he convincingly portrays the dead-end nature of life in Leenane, which for him lies mainly in an obsession with Australian soaps and a surly attitude. The set by Good Teeth Theatre was dingy in a way that you could almost smell the urine, and the rainy black and white backwall projection was appropriately bleak. Strangely, for a venue as intimate as the Minerva, the set was spread out, with Mag's armchair and a stove on one side and Maureen's chair and kitchen area on the other, which suggested a boxing ring in which each protagonist had their corner. The sound by Anna Clock that accompanied the scenes was accompanied the scene breaks, was equally desolate. Martin McDonagh certainly has a way with words, and if The Beauty Queen of Leenane isn't as laugh-out-loud funny, nor as original in its subject matter as his later work, it is still absorbing, and Rachel O'Riordan's production does it proud. I give The Beauty Queen of Leenane 3 stars. I hope you've enjoyed this review, or at least found it interesting, and if you did and you want to be the first to know about my future reviews, please subscribe to this channel by clicking on the button below. And if you want to read my reviews, go to my website, oneminutetheatrereviews.co.uk. Thank you for watching.